breaking out of some of the external obscurations that the world can so easily create. But you'll notice I've never removed those obstacles. I find those obstacles very educational. You must learn to deal with the forces of life every day. And its issues. Make decisions about how you want to live your life in the form of strategy. And that strategy giving your life a shape that serves your purpose. It's very clear. As on a ship, lines left untied are going to mean you're going to get whacked in the back of the head by a swinging. What do they call us? Sideways? Boom. Yard arm. When the wind changes directions, which it always does. When the pressure begins to build, things start to seem a little intense. The stakes start to get disturbingly high, striking close to the bone. I say, it's okay. It will work out. It will. A lot of what this is about is getting you to settle down long enough to sense the system underneath the fabric of all this activity. There's not a lot of external activity, yet a lot is going on. I've done nothing but press you back into the fabric of your own life, constantly reminding you that that is the field of your play, the arena of your struggle. And that the perception that you're beginning to have, I can tell, can only be delineated, can only be perceived over time. You quite literally need a little bit of time to see how these forces emerge out of the inner core of your own being and affect you in surprising ways. There's nothing like that sensation except when it happens. I could never explain it. And the quality of this kind of teaching does not explain. But the rhythm of agreeing to meet once a week for general meditations, for the intensives, retreats, is an opportunity to have this conversation. No ideal of divinity is projected internally or externally in heaven or anywhere else. You are said to be as much God as will ever be seen, and that is true. It is a matter of awakening and recognizing what is presently obscured and being missed in the confusion that the study largely rests. Over time, you learn to navigate the funny beach break between the waves and spondas of the inner terrain, the pure inner reality, and the external reality of the world and its concerns of survival. And there's all kinds of philosophical approaches that spring up around that particular conundrum. The classical ones are techniques of renunciation, and changing the basis of importance around objects of desire, examining unto destruction, motivations from start to finish, fruit, etc., etc. You'll find yourself doing all that spontaneously, and we'll talk about that as time goes by. That's just basic standard operating stuff, method. I mean, truly speaking, when we were talking last week and I said I would love to make you all monks, I really was just joking. I wouldn't do that. This is far better. Except for maybe a few. Those of you who have been studying for a little while, I want to direct your attention to how all of this has occurred. There's been a quality. We come, we sit together, we meditate. We've gotten to know each other somewhat. Our relationship has stayed somewhat formal. You get highly personal in difficult to describe ways. I've pressed you into the terrain of your own life, but spurred you once in that terrain to act in the dharma, to struggle to know yourself, to awaken.